friends, Mary Starr here, Dr. Mary Starr, the Total Wellness Doc, and I am going to talk to you in this video about what it was like being on the biggest transformation. I am so excited to share with you if you're thinking about being on the biggest transformation, if you have weight to lose, whether it's like me, which some people would feel like maybe that's not a lot of weight, or you have 100 pounds or more to lose. I am excited for you. I really hope that you take this journey. And if you don't, by some chance, if you want to apply, definitely apply, but maybe you're missing the deadlines or maybe it's out of the season, you definitely can go through those videos and make sure that you just follow what we did. So I'm going to talk to you about what it was like to be on the biggest transformation and hopefully inspire you as well. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. Ring the notification bell so you can hear more about what I have to say about all things natural wellness, chiropractic, and of course, my weight loss journey. Okay, so what it was like, I never in a million years thought I would be on the biggest transformation. I was inspired by it. I was watching those videos. There was two people in the first season that I had known in my past, so I was like rooting them on. I loved The Biggest Loser. I was a big fan of that, and just inspired by that. But I really felt that the biggest transformation took it to the next level and got rid of the drama, most of it, but really got down to the core of why we put on weight, talking about all those things that you'll see in that video. So I was inspired and I was excited, and but I was like, oh my gosh, they're on Marco Polo all the time with each other, like, uh, you know, having to do all that extra work, you know what I mean? Well, I'll exercise, I'll do this. Like I never thought that would be me because I had some judgments, right? I had judgments about uh, how they did it and the accountability and stuff like that. But as it got closer to this, and I've shared this story before, God actually literally, kind of like, because I was like, maybe I should, maybe, should I? And God just like, yes, he gave me a firm yes, and I obeyed. And I'm so glad I did. And I cannot tell you how much my whole life has changed, my mind, my eyes, how I approach every area in my life, my relationship with my kids, my homeschooling, my marriage, all of that. Now, did I have an unhappy marriage before? No, it was good. Did my husband say, honey, you need to lose weight, or was he unattracted to me? No, that wasn't an issue. You know, was I more tired, fatigued, more irritable, impatient, struggling with hormonal issues? Like the list goes on. Yes, I was. In my journey of wellness, I knew was connected to the weight. And I had been on this journey, probably a decade or more. So here we go. What it's like to be on the biggest transformation. So once I applied and I was accepted, it was like I was so nervous, and you're probably nervous too, and you should be. It's a good nervous to have because this is something very serious. This is your life, right? This is your life. And maybe if you have, 50 pounds or less to lose, it may not seem as serious, but it is very serious. Do you know the number one cause of people going to an emergency room, people, doctor visits and things, has direct to do with our lifestyle, what we put in our mouth, how much we move, how much stress we take on, that old baggage, like all of those things that can literally transform in the biggest transformation. And that's what will happen. So those first few weeks, I was very, very nervous. I was very nervous to be on camera and know that this would be, on YouTube. Probably less nervous than most people because I have had this relationship of speaking online and speaking on Facebook, but my colleagues didn't. I was nervous about sharing with people and talking on Marco Polo. And I went from being the one of the ones who talked the least now to one of the ones that talk the most. Um, Having these new friends, it's been such a joy to transform with others, to get to know people at a very deep level. The friendships have been awesome. The fun, there's actually, you're going to have fun in the biggest transformation, I promise you. It will be fun, especially fun when you can get rid of all your old underwear and buy new stuff, or fun when, people are commenting how great you look, fun that we do fun things as a group together. It's a lot of fun. There is a lot of fun too. um it's it's I talked about friendship, I talked about fun. um it is challenging, yes, it's challenging, and it takes sometimes a few weeks. I was so glad that I had been a part of Coach Carmen's programs prior to this. So I kind of had a little bit of my head wrapped around what I was going into. And I think that really gave me a head start. So if you haven't already and you're just thinking about or applying, I definitely would look into some of her challenge groups. That was really powerful to help steer me. It is very, very different. If you've been into some of those weight loss things before, challenge groups or whatever, it is very different than what you're going to get. There's a level of accountability that makes sure that you have to show up, and you do have to show up. It will sharpen your habits. If you have some bad habits, it will help you get rid of them, and it will sharpen your other habits. Other things in your life will get better as you get better on the inside, right? And on the outside. Um, and I'm not going to joke, it's hard, but it's fun. It's motivating. There'll be something that rises up in you. My personality, I don't know what your personality is, but my personality is not competitive. Um, it's not a person who is regimented, wake up every morning 5:30, do, all of this. But you know what? I've changed some of my habits, and as a result of taking on some of those more diligent, persistent, consistent habits, it's it's huge. It's blessed so many areas of my life. Um, yeah. So I'm wearing my bathrobe to show you a little bit of what it's like when you get on the scale. So this is my office bathroom, and I have this little squatty potty. I probably should take you in there and show you. And I set up my phone. I get on my Zoom on my phone and have it pointing down at my scale. Squatty potty is like a little stool. I put this on the stool. And so I know that sounds gross, right? But I put this on the stool and I have it pointing down at the scale so I can disrobe almost completely. I would wear like a little nightie, but some people disrobe completely and weigh myself every week, right? Don't mess around with, holding your phone or stuff like that. Set that up, do that consistently every week, because this weighs 0.8 pounds. You know what I mean? And, clothing can change. Just be consistent like that. So I just want to share you that little tip, share with you what an amazing, great experience this has been. I'm recording this when I am 12 weeks in, 25.2 pounds, a little less than 12 weeks, but 25.2 pounds released. And I've got 12 more weeks of continuing to work towards hitting my goal, and I'm very excited about it. Like, even if the program ended now, I know that I have the skills to keep going. Like, I have the habits, the skills, all of that to keep going, and I'm really, really happy for that. I'm so grateful. So that's a little bit of what it's about. You chat with people every day. You get on Marco Polo. You check in the morning. You check in at night or during the day. You have some teams when you're struggling. You get on. You tell them you're struggling. They pray for you. They lift you up. They encourage you, because let's face it, not all of us have that help in our house to have that kind of support. And in my house, my spouse chose not to be on this journey with me. So, you know, it's not like I could say, hey, well, you know what I'm saying. So it's so great, so great to have a team of individuals doing this together, working together, and supporting each other. So that's the best thing that I loved about the biggest transformation. I know you will too. Make sure you go in the comments and look for the applications coming up. Go on Coach Carmen's page and excuse me, her YouTube channel, and watch through the videos. It'll really encourage you. They'll help you no matter what decision you make. Get on your, what they call it biggest transformation. I call it a total wellness transformation. All right. Let me know if I can help you. Let me know what your questions are in the comments, and make sure to like this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you get our ring the bell to get our notifications when I put up more videos about my weight loss journey, all things natural health and chiropractic. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.